Hello everybody, how you doing? Wee Paddy from across the shock, and I'm back at you with another quick video. And this is quite an exciting one. Well, exciting. It's this is the new brand of Queen. Now these were Queen was their logo and their brand was bought over by Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I'm sure everybody's heard of that, but just in case you haven't, Queen used to be a very well renowned, high end, well, medium to high end, a bit below GEC. Now, they did make knives that were absolutely excellent and equal to and beyond sometimes, but it was a bit dodgy. The actual manager that used to run Queen Cutlery now owns GEC. So that's where his uh, expertise was taken away from Queen, and they never really recovered and went into liquidation a few years ago. That's very rough. So, Queen Cutlery, taken over by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, comes in their usual lovely box. I mean, it's a magnetic box. It's just, for the price you're paying for this, it's just ridiculous. And quickly, the price for this is £20 over here in the UK. Probably cheaper in the States, but again, we have to pay that. It's getting incredible. No, it's made in China. It's not a USA made brand anymore, although sold by a US made company and made by them in China. Rough Riders, you know, is one of my favourite budget knives, and their quality is amazing. So what I'm going to do is show you the quality of this. Now, I bought this from Heine Haynes. I did not ask them, or there was nothing in this. I just bought this privately, so they had no idea it was coming to me, because I wanted to see what the genuine article would look like. Now, I don't get any favours from um, Heine Haynes anymore anyway, so I just wanted to clear that up. Anyway, here's the box. Beautiful box. Comes foam insert with a knife inside it. Beautiful. What do you get? Well, this is what I have got. A beautiful Queen City. Now, they haven't said Queen City. They've just said Queen on this. I know their first ones were called Queen City. But this is a canoe, a Queen canoe. And it's a saw cut bone. Look at that bone. Is that amber saw cut? Look at that bone. Is that not just beautiful? It's really rough sawn, which I do love. I wish more of the companies would stop doing the completely symmetrical lines, and this rough cut just really gets me. I absolutely love it. Look at that. Isn't that lovely? So you've threaded bolsters on either end of the canoe pattern, and the canoe pattern is there because it looks like a canoe. Again, for people that don't know, lovely Queen badge on it. Oh, there we go. Let me see if I can get that a wee bit clear. There you go. The lovely Queen logo in the badge, which is fit pretty well, probably just glued in. Pin construction, brass liners on this side, and these are like brush bolsters, which really suit the knife, to be honest with you. They genuinely suit it. And a canoe, you'll get a main spear point, which is this blade, which is absolutely lovely. And on the other side, you're getting a small pen blade. They've both got half stops. They've both got long match strike pulls, which is just gorgeous. It really, I mean, that is a lovely looking canoe. The field of vision here doesn't really look small, but it's not a small canoe. What's that? My hand's 3.5 inches, so it's about 3.5 inches long. So, you know, it's a fair size for an EDC. This could definitely do you as an EDC. The blade length is about 2.5 inches, say. So that's a half decent blade, and you've got your pen blade. Very, very comfortable in hand. Can I get all four fingers on? Just get all four fingers on, no more. There's a nice little child position here where I can get up to stop any worry about closing. But it does seem, listen to that walk and talk. It's lovely. It really is. That quality is brilliant. The back spine. Look at this here. We always look for gaps in the back spine. It's a £20 knife. Larger companies, please look and take note. It's got beautiful bone covers. It's got beautiful bolsters. It's got a beautiful back spine. And it's 20 quid. There's two blades on here. And in a pocket knife, don't even worry about the steel. It's 420 or 440A, sorry, I should say, 440A. I would suggest, which is absolutely fine for a pocket knife of this size and should last you without a problem. If you're carrying this as your main carry-it, this is just for the little emergencies like cutting thread, a bit of string, a bit of tape. You know, you can do much more with it, but that's what this size of knife is generally used for in an EDC. You can cut up a box with it, not a problem. Not a problem, but I'd rather use a bigger one if I'm going to do box cutting. But if you're stuck at a pinch, it will do it. It is really sturdy. There is no movement in that blade whatsoever. And I mean none, not just a wee, there's nothing, either up or down. I know if you push down, it's going to, but sometimes you'll get blades that rock. That's nothing, completely solid. Exactly the same with a pen blade. So all them things I've described here for £20, it's just hard to beat. It is just genuinely hard to beat. Smoky Mountain, if they could keep this sort of standard up, have got a winner here. Just that little bit, well, I was going to say higher than a Rough Rider. Most of the Rough Riders now are good. I don't like the expensive Rough Riders they're bringing out. I just think they have picked bad models. They're too thick. They're too heavy. For me, they're not something I'm going to spend. I see the latest one on Heine is about £72. No, I'm not going to pay that for their fit and finish on them has not been great. I know some people have got marvellous ones, but there's been an awful lot of ones that have not been great. This is really good, the fit and finish on this. The only thing that I'm going to tell you, now, these are not rubbing at the minute, but they're not, if you look at that, it's leaning over to the side. This blade, the small blade, is nearly touching the side here. I don't know if you can see that. It's almost touching the side here. Now, again, it's a £20 knife. That will never worry me. I would never send the knife back for that. There's no rub marks on the blades, so they're obviously not touching. But, you know, that is the only fault that I can find with a £20 slip joint, where if you want to look, I mean, the transitions here are as good as any. You know, they really have been done incredibly well. There's nothing that I can feel is out of place. Even the pins are all good. So, if you want to start your collection and you want to have a go at collecting traditional knives, what a great place to start. Rough Riders are this Queen City, which is made by the same people in China, probably comes to the same factory, don't know. But it's made to an exceptional standard. The only other canoe I've got is this little fella here, which is a toady one. This is about the size of the small, what do you call them? Just a wee jackknife, a wee small knife, peanut. So you can see the difference in size there between the peanut and this. So this is not a small knife. There's something in my head telling me it looks small. So there's them too, and they're both in bone. Some other companies that do bone and do it well. Colt, I think they are also now owned by Smoky Mountain. This is a stag bone. But look at that. Is that not a beautiful knife? Small nick, match strike pull on this one as well. Just a beautiful, beautiful knife. Is it perfect covers? No, but they're absolutely fine. Again, these knives are around the £20, and I don't know what else you would expect. Here's a, what's this one? Is this this is the Rough Rider. Look at this beautiful, absolutely stunning. Look at that beautiful knife. Is that not just gorgeous? Pete would fall in love with this completely. Again, £20 or under. Just absolutely beautiful. And one of my favourites, and one of the ones that I use probably the most, is this big Teardrop Jack. Yes, it's got the frosted edge, but I don't use this for heavy beating. This in the hand is absolutely stunning. So this knife looks bigger, doesn't it? And again, going across my hand, it's maybe a quarter of an inch bigger than the canoe that I've been showing you. But a blade on it. Well, you're probably talking nearly 3. So, a beautiful knife. Look, don't be embarrassed to try. If you've never been into traditional knives, trying Rough Rider, trying Colt, trying this new City model, you can't go wrong. And look, if the blades do touch you, get a wee scratch on them, remember the price you're paying. What I don't like is big gaps up the spine. What I don't like is a blade that wiggles. If you get that sort of problem with them, send them back and get another one. Rough Rider are guaranteed for life. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, you can just send them back and get another one or get something else if you've been burned or whatever in the past with your dealer. But most dealers, I would say, are pretty good. They're pretty good. In fact, they're not. They're very good most of the time. So there you go. It's just a wee quick one. I just think that this is a stunner. The bone is gorgeous. I would love GEC to do the rough bone. They've done it before, but they tend to do the smoother bone now. This just has got me. I can't believe that I paid £20 for this knife. Beautiful. Highly recommended. Highly, highly recommended. So I shall leave that down there. I said it was going to be quick, didn't I? And I told the truth this time. There you go. Beautiful knife. Give it a go. I got that from Heine Haynes. I'm sure other places have got it in the UK, but Heine Haynes is as good a place as any. They're a trustworthy company, and I stand by them as I have done all the time I've been in knife buying. So take care. Paddy's gone. Bye now.